Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. All right, before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, you've got the Tower card, right? There's no really predicting the Tower. It's just a case of, you know, buckle up, it's coming. Doesn't always mean that it's going to be bad. Sometimes the Tower card really is a personal realization, or for some, sometimes as well, the way that this will show up is just like a reset button. The Fool tends to be a reset button of like, oh, you know what, this is done, let's phase something out. Whereas the Tower card's just like, done, right? Like you get a reset whether you want it or not. At times, the Tower card can literally represent a moment where something's about to go horribly wrong. Doesn't always, but sometimes it is the Tower. We've got to talk about it. Now, the fact that you've got this as your key to the week, I kind of feel like this is you rolling with the punches, right? Now, you're very good at adapting to all situations. That's what Pisces does best. It's all things and no things. There are no boundaries. According to the Piscean energy, there are no boundaries. However, this week, you might find yourself coming up against something that you can't mix with, that you can't get on board with, that you don't want to be a part of. And that is fine. It does suggest to me as well, I got this really sneaking suspicion that this is going to be a blast from the past energy. And when this thing or this person shows up, it might be one of those things that kind of, smacks you in the face and you're like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like I did not know, like this could be one of those real sort of kicker moments. Just be careful. Try to respond rather than react. For those of you that are continued subbies, I love you for it. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit the subscribe button. For those of you that know, and for those of you that don't, every year I put on a winter solstice alignment activation session on the 21st of December. You want to be there this year. I've got two amazing guests. I've got Denise, who's coming back. She was there last year, giving us all of her amazing human design knowledge, and she really smashed it out of the park last year. I've got Heather from Astrology with Heather, so you're going to be getting astrology, tarot, numerology, human design, and a future life progression to shoot you into your own future to see what you might need to be aware of over the course of the year ahead. Plus setting your intentions on the 21st, surrounded by a whole bunch of like minds and people. That's amazing. All right. Like it's just a really, really awesome thing to do. So if you want to get your seat, you can do so on the link in the description box below. It would be lovely to have you. Your actions and options, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So Aquarius had this same card in this same position, and it does suggest to me, so for some of you, like I said, there's this past energy that seems to want to come through. But this Queen of Pentacles, because it's in your actions and options, this is about you figuring out how to make the most out of what you already have, how to enhance the experience that you're having, and how to make your manifestations a reality, how to bring them into tangibility, right? How to see something become real as if you like. Now, what I also get from this as well, because it's about proliferation, right? It's about growing something or making it bigger or better than it already is. And in my mind, I'm seeing like this really huge mahogany table that looks like it's really intricately carved. And what that says to me is this is about really paying attention to the details this week. And it's also about paying attention to how you can get the best or the most out of what you're putting the best or the most out of yourself into whatever you're doing, right? Into whatever you're creating. You are the key to make it. Like if you're looking for that secret ingredient, you are the secret ingredient. All right. That's the best way that I can put it. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Knight of Wands. So it looks like some of you may have some travel plans. Now, I've got to say this because it comes right underneath the Tower card. this could be disruptions to some sort of, this could be disruptions to travel plans. Doesn't mean that they're not happening. It just means maybe there's a delay, maybe there's a detour. You know, this could be one of those moments where, like, let's say you're taking a direct flight and then suddenly you get a message from the captain saying, unfortunately, we've got to stop and you're going to have to go on to, that happened to me once actually when I was going to the Seychelles. It was supposed to be a direct flight to, I can't remember where, and they were like, oh, by the way, we're detouring you to here. And it was like, oh, okay, great, good fun. So there might be a stopgap that you have to take that you hadn't anticipated. But again, not necessarily a bad thing. Embrace the detours is what I said to Aquarius. For those of you that are employed, this could be you having a really powerful conversation with your boss about something that you want to drive forward. There's something that you're really passionate about, that you really feel in your gut or in your bones, right? And when it comes to your work, maybe this is you seeking, for some of you seeking different employment. For some of you, this could literally be you saying to yourself, you know what? This is what sets my soul on fire. This is what I really want to do. This is what I feel like really emotive about. And, you know, maybe your boss just isn't hearing that. And so you say to yourself, okay, you know what? I will take this passion and I will put it elsewhere. What is the plan, right? So, you know, that's one way that you could look at it. Another way that this might show up for you as well, this could see you choosing something very different. This could see a lot of you this week maybe jumping ship and just saying, you know what? I'm out. Like, what is next? You know, like, what else can I do? Where else can I go? Where am I going to best be utilized? You know, for some of you, this could be a surprise to you as well. For those of you that are self-employed, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, etc., this is you maybe, you know, maybe trying something really different or trying something very experimental, and see you, you know, almost like launching into something like no fear. It's like, you know what, I'm going to try my hand at this, and if it works, then great. And if not, so what? It's almost like, it's not that you're running your business into the ground. It's just that you're willing to take a calculated risk based on the passion that you've got in your soul for something that you really feel that you need to do. This is, in a lot of ways, actually, this kind of says something to me about self-fulfillment, which is, you know, just nice. For your love and relations, you've got your card, the moon. So this, in the love and relations, I called it, and I'm going to say it again. There is very likely to be a past situation, a past lover, a past partner, ex-boyfriend, husband, girlfriend, wife, etc. that shows up for you this week. When they do, what it's really going to highlight to you is how far you've come, how far on your journey you've traveled. And, you know, there might be a part of you that is a little bit sad that actually, you know what, you don't seem to have moved on at all. Like, you're still the same person, you're in the same space, you're in the same headspace as well. So this could be that. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this might be a moment at which you and your partner can't really see eye to eye on something that something that you feel is a good idea, or something that you really want to move ahead with. It's almost like your partner can't see the vision, and so for that reason you're just like, you know what, maybe you're just going to have to see it when it's done. All right, like, find a way to separate that, because otherwise it's going to create some And then for your money and materials, you've got the Sun card. So there's definitely some form of travel going on here. Like I said, it does look like there's some sort of disruption to the travel plans, but don't worry about that. It's just a detour. The Sun card for your money, for your finances, whatever this thing is that you're really passionate about, Pisces, you have to do it. Whatever this is that really gets you in your gut, like, I want to do this, I feel passionate about it, I love it. That is your ticket, right? And this week, I think this is going to be highlighted to you, or it's certainly going to be revealed to you in a way that really makes sense, in a way that really feels like, yes, you know what, this is what I want to do. It could also be as well, for a lot of you, maybe an opportunity this week comes out of the blue, and it's such a good opportunity, but it completely throws a spanner in the works. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be stupid not to take this, but oh my gosh, like, my life would literally be turned upside down in order to take it. For some of you, this could be a job that's offered to you that takes you abroad. Not all of you, but, you know, for some. When it comes to your physical health and vitality with the Sun card, you can't go wrong. You're feeling good this week, right? And then when it comes to your home and environment, I mean, this is just really great news that comes in that will settle your soul. It almost feels to me like one of those moments where you kind of say to yourself, you know what? I am in the right place, I'm in the right space, where I'm supposed to be, and this is how it was supposed to happen. This is always how it was supposed to happen, all right? All in all though, looks like a pretty good week, even with that moon card. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. And don't forget to get your seat for the winter solstice. Take care, and I'll see you soon.